Hey guys, this is Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping. I'm excited to be here today. Today is my husband's birthday, so I am as old as I am. So I started a crock pot dinner this morning and I made him a cake. So other than working today, I've done pretty good on trying to make his day special. So I'm going to show you which stamp sets we're using today, but be sure to, hey Pat, write a message on the comments so that we can put you into the drawing and you can get one of the cards today. Today I have 3 cards, so we will be going to be using, I'm waiting for new things to come out, which are coming out super soon. I wanted to show you this. And the words on some of it is that we used peaceful moments. I think so. Maybe. We'll see. I'm thinking I might have had this out for something else, but we will have insides. So the first card is using Gorgeous Grape and another color that I don't use very often, which is Daffodil Delight. So, and Basic White. You want to make sure that you score it, and then you're going to still use your bone folder to make sure that your creases are good, because you want it to be straight. You don't want people to think that, you know, they're getting a crooked card. So we have that. I am not going to be giving you any measurements today because they're all out on my blog, which is tedderbearstamping.com. So I thought that that might speed things up just a tad if I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so we're going to bring in a piece of Whisper White, or I'm sorry, Basic White. And I am going to bring in my Simply Scored because I wanted to try something new. And I'm coming in an inch and scoring right here. And I want to do it a couple times just to make sure that I get a nice clean edge. And then I'm going to do it at every 1/4 inch. And I'm going to do this 7 times altogether. One, two. I just want to make sure because I'm counting. Okay, let's go back over a couple times. I only did that over on the first one, so let's make sure we do it on all of them. One more. So I started at 4 and I'm ending at 2.5. And then we are going to, I don't know that you remember this as a kid. Pat did not. She never made a fan in school. I mean, that is what I always did. You folded it and then you made a fan. So I don't understand that. So we're just going to be going back and forth, just like you would a fan, which let me show Pat because she did not know this. So you just keep going. Whoop, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Mountain, valley, mountain, valley. And then I'm going to make sure I crease it with my bone folder. And then we got one more. And I messed up the card because I tried to do that way. So it's going to be okay because we're going to have the ribbon go across this. But I wanted to be sure that I have this all done. All right. So I'm going to just go back over and make sure my creases are nice. I'm just going to be doing my mountain folds because I think those are the most important right now. I know it doesn't look very pretty right now, but I'm happy with it. Okay, so we have that. You kind of just want to straighten them out a little bit. We're not going to make a fan today. So we just wanted the special effects of the different, see if you can look at it, you can tell that there's shadows, and that's what I wanted. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my Stamparatus, and I do have 2 plates on here, 2 things. You don't ever close them when they're together, but I didn't want to mess up, so I thought this might be the better. So I'm going to put it in here. Let's make sure I have it right before no, we're going to go over one. Okay, so that's how I want it. And we're going to use the Gorgeous Grape ink. All right, so it's going to make a little bit of a mess if you aren't careful, but so we are going to just close this. And now we have a straight line. I am going to come in with my cleaner and clean both. See, this is a brand new one. Look how icky this side is, and this side's still pretty. But I know my hands aren't going to get dirty because I got a new one. And if you rinse it every time, you shouldn't get dirty hands either. All right, so we got those 2 clean. We will be coming back and using that, but so I'm just going to place this aside for a second. Don't want it to fall. Okay, so now that we have that, I left out the magnet. Okay, there. All right, so I'm going to bring in a stamp set that's really cute from the set. And I want to do it with markers because I don't want it to be one color. I want it to be a bunch of colors. So we're going to start off with Gorgeous Grape. Well, let me do the middle first because that's harder to get to once I start. There, I'm happy with that. All right, so now we'll do Gorgeous Grape and just do the edges of the flower, the outside edges, leaving the one all nice and pretty yellow. I do like yellow in my flowers. I'm not a big yellow girl when it comes to cards. I have no idea why. I honestly don't know. It's kind of a quirk I have, I think. Okay. So we made spice cake, and I added raisins, which I don't like raisins in my cakes, but my husband does, and since it's his birthday, maybe I should do something that he would like other than, it's not always about me. All right, I am going to use some of the fresh freesia just to do these lighter little ones that are right here, just because I wanted a little contrast with the dark and the light. And then the rest gets Granny Apple. Because Granny Apple and this Gorgeous Grape are awesome together. All right. So when you're working with markers, you want to huff on it before you stamp it. Some people call it giving it the gift of life. It just gets it moist because it takes a little bit of time. But isn't that pretty? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and clean that. Cake does sound good. I have to admit, I didn't put a ton of raisins in it. I didn't even tell him I was putting raisins in it, so he'll be pleasantly surprised if there's any. But I wanted to be able to have it too. That wouldn't be right if I couldn't have some. And it's not good for him to eat it all. Okay, so I want to put thank you in this color, in the Gorgeous Grape, and I'm going to do that down here. See, isn't that already pretty? Okay, so now let me clean this one too. I just want to make sure I clean as I go, and then it makes it easier for later. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and put it on our yellow, our Daffodil Delight. And it doesn't have a huge outline or a layer because like I said, I'm not a big yellow fan, but I wanted this to come out and really pop. And this is the color that made it pop. So I'm going to go ahead and go right up to the edges. I am not going to do it on those because I want those that keep their shape. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start on this edge, and then I'm going to kind of pull it straight like for the other edge so that it's not super tight, but I want these to still show but not be so like out. Does that make sense? Okay, so we are going to use Gorgeous Grape Ribbon, which I absolutely love. And I'm going to put it right up to that edge. Let me get out my ribbon scissors. Okay. So I still want those to show, but I want this to look beautiful. Okay. I'm just going to do one edge to make sure this lines up. Okay. Now, I always come back in like that on top because if you go this way, it won't go over the ribbons as well. Okay. Oh, I'm almost out. I'm going to have to go get me another one because I don't think I have one right here. Oh, I might. I try to keep that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make sure everything is going the right way. Done that quite a few times. And put that on. All right, so now we're going to bring this ribbon in, and I always keep it on the spool just so that I don't waste. And I just do my bunny ears and just put it through. And then this ribbon really allows you to make smaller bows, which is really pretty in this one because we don't want to mess up what we're showing. Okay, so let's make the ends look pretty and put that aside. Okay, so then we'll come in with some glue dots. I like to make them a little bit smaller just so that they don't stick out. And then I put them close to the edge of the bow because it's kind of thicker right there and I want to give it more stability. Okay. And I'm going to put that right here in the middle. My cat is snoring right now. Okay. So one thing that I wanted to show you is this. This is the in colors, and I use Gorgeous Grape, but it goes so well because I've already used some fresh freesia in here, and it's just so pretty. So I'm going to put some of those on because you can't have enough bling. All right, so I don't have enough of the little ones, so I'm just going to go with the big ones. I'm going to put one right here. And Pat did this, and I think I'm going to do it on this one because, you know, I like to have two different cards. So let's go down and then up. Whoops, wrong way. So you can see the bling. Oh my gosh, these are so pretty. All right, and I want to put some inside the flowers. And even though Daffodil Delight is not in the in colors, yellow is yellow. So it looks good. So I'm going to put those in the middle. And then I did 3 small ones, and then I'm just going to do 1 big one for the small one. But look at how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. All right, so now we have the inside, and we're going to bring in this and the Stamparatus again, because I just definitely want everything to be straight. So I am going, let's see if we do it all the way up to the top, if that'll be in the right spot. I think it might be too far down. Yes, it is. So since we did it the other way, let's see. Yes, that'll work. Oh, but you know what? I'm doing it on, I need to have it go long ways. Okay, right in the middle. Perfect. Good thing I caught that. Hey, Gail. Okay. Perfect. Okay, and then I have a stamp. See, I'm just going to turn this around. I wanted that to be at the bottom, but since that's the way it went, on here, I had to do it upside down, but that's all good. Okay, so let's move this back out of the way. Okay, so now we just need to do the sentiment at the top. And I wanted to say, all the things you do are simply amazing, which I love. Okay, hopefully this is going to go straight. Oh, good job. All right, so that's going to go on the other Daffodil Delight, and we're going to put that on. And then that's going to go on the inside. Can't have too much bling, can we, girls? Oh, that's the end of that roll. See if I have one. And I do. Yay. I buy this in bulk. I love it so much. Whoops, there we go. Can't have too much of the adhesive. That's one thing you always run out of. All right. So number 1 card done, but look at all that bling. Never too much bling. I agree. Okay, so now we're on to card number 2, but let's do our envelope. I am not going to, let's see, I am not going to do the whole envelope in that color. So I'm just going to have a little bit of this flower peek out. Let me grab a piece of scrap. Because I want to have something on the envelope. So we're just going to do a little bit here. Oh, that was a little bit. Let's see if I can line it back up. If not, then I'll just get a new envelope when I'm ready to mail it. That's not too bad. Okay. One thing you could do is do the other one along here, the one that we did twice with the Stamparatus. So that is something we could do, which I think would be really pretty. Okay. Moving on. All right. This one is very elegant. I really like how it came out. Okay, so we have black, gold. Hold on. We have black and gold. When I cut this out, I'm going to use it for a scrap again. All right, so I'm just going to put this aside for a second. We're going to bring in another piece of black, and I'm going to use the embossing buddy, but keep in mind that we don't sell it anymore. We're hoping they'll bring it back, but you can always find it at a craft store, or you can use like baby powder or other powders just to keep it from being staticky. You definitely want to use something. Okay, so I'm going to come in with this stamp. I would not have a good outcome if I didn't use some kind of powder. All right, so I got my gold ready. I have, where did I put those? Right there. My Versamark ready. I want everything ready. All right, so just probably be better to do it this way so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm just going to put it into this corner, and hopefully, because I can't get over above it, I get it right. Okay, I'm going to dip it first before I move on to the other corner because I want to make sure that it doesn't dry. But see how I don't have any gold flakes anywhere? That's because I used the powder. All right. And we'll bring this in, and we're just going to do the same thing. It's kind of like a mirror image, I think. Okay. All right. We will need this again. I'm just not going to put the lid on too tight. Now, it takes a minute for the heat gun to warm up before it starts, but I'll let you watch the magic. This way. This way. Yeah. And I'm going to flip it around and do the other side. I don't think you ever get tired of watching this. I just remember the first time I did it and I was so wowed. I love this. Okay, so I'm going to let it cool just for a second, then wipe off the excess powder on my pants. Just want to make sure that I don't rub off any hot powder. Okay, so now we have it like this. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. Okay. Piece of black scrap, and I'm going to do the wishing. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I did use one. Nope, that's not the one. Hold on. Oh, wishing you a wonderful birthday. All right, so once again, I'm going to do this with gold, and I'm going to emboss it again. And Versamark. Hoping. There we go. Because I wanted this to pop. All right, so we're going to do the magic again. Okay, so this stamp set came with a punch, and it's so pretty, but I wanted to, now I knew that that was going to happen. Let me get my scissors. It's got to sit in there. Ah, come on. There we go. Okay, so I wanted this to be, that looks about right. Okay, and then because it's going to be on black, I need to have a gold background. So I'm going to go ahead and use my middle. Wouldn't have had that otherwise. All right, so now I'm going to just cut this in half. And we're going to put a little bit of adhesive on here. Let me find. Okay. And we're just going to put this on. It just is exactly the right width. And that's what we wanted, but we wanted it to come out this way some. But do you see how that really makes that pop? Love it. All right, and then the other half does the same. Now I have a strip that I'm just going to put on the bottom and top and then trim that off. I just wanted the edges to look right. Okay. There. Okay, so we have this, and then we're going to put this on here, but with dimensionals. So I'm just going to use our black ones because that's perfect for this project. So there is a signing to become a demonstrator. I don't know why I did that. Special going on right now. So if you are interested at all, $75 to get $125 worth of product. It's a good deal. It's always a good deal, but especially good when you can get it even cheaper. All right. Whew. Okay, so we're going to put this on in the middle. Or let's see. I like it this way better. Okay, and then because I use this, me too, I love the gold. I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive on all the edges. So we can put this on. Now this is where you have to be a little bit more careful because it's gold, and once you stick it down, it leaves, like, it will make it crinkly. So let's hope I do it right the first time. I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh, nope, I didn't. Shoot. So if you huff on it, it will come off. Hopefully. I did push it down real hard. Oh my goodness. Come on. You can do this. Sounds funny, huh? All these little tips and tricks you learn as you learn to stamp. Okay, let's come on. You can come up. Come on, come on. Of course, this isn't going to look as beautiful now, but I don't think I messed it up too much. We're going to go a little bit closer. Ah, come on. Sorry. Little closer to the edge. Super close. That's the only problem with having just a whisper of the color showing, or the gold. Come on. And I don't think I made this big enough. I might have to trim some of my black. Let me do that real quick. I've got my cutter. It's one way to get this to where it'll fit perfect. We're just going to trim a tiny bit. I've got to pull this up. Just there we go. Let's see if that did it. Yes. There's always a fix in stamping. Okay. Couple spots that it doesn't look perfect, but whoever wins this, I will make sure that I get the one that's, well, you really can't tell. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and put this onto here. And because you can't have enough bling, I'm going to be adding some more because you cannot have enough or too much. I think you could have enough, but not too much. Okay, so I am going to bring in our Gilded Gems that are perfect for this because I wanted more. Let's see, I know I have some small ones in here. Lots of bigs. There's a couple, and here's one. Okay, so need one on here. I'm gonna put one in the middle. I'm just laughing at myself because I really do like bling. I want to move it up just, there we go. I'll kind of make sure that they're even. Then put one in the middle here. Is that a big one? Nope, that's still small. And then one more small one, which I have right here. Got to use up what I have before I open up a new one. There. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. And you can see the gems even on the video. They're not quite as pretty on the video as they are in person, but boy, they're gorgeous. This is something that's really fun. Okay, so now let's do the inside. Now I am going a little over the top on this card. Surprise! And I'm going to do gold on the inside too, but just do the whole flower in gold. Now my blog will send you right to my store to buy anything that you need to recreate this card. If you're wondering what I used or what the measurements are, they are there. Perfect with just the gold on there. Okay, so then we need to do the wishing you happiness. I think that might be. Nope, that's not. Let's see. Here you go. Wishing you happiness this special day will bring. And I am going to do that in Memento because that will match the card. Okay, I'm going to bring this down just to make sure that I can line it up. Sorry for my head. There we go. It's a little crooked, even with me looking, but not too bad. Okay, and then that's going to go on the inside. Then we only have one card left. So Gail will get to pick which card she wants, but the other two, if anybody leaves me comments on the video underneath, I will do a drawing in a couple days with that too. All right, one last one, and this one is really pretty too. And I have a special thing to show you with it. Okay. Again, I'm doing black and gold. Surprise. But I'm using the DSP that is in the suite, and it is stunning. It's got gold and silver on it. So I'm not sure if you can see that on here, but it is so pretty in person. So I have the gold that's going to go behind it. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. This one is a little faster, but still a definite wow. Okay, so let's put that. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside for a second. I wanted to show you that you would come in with a piece of black and run it through partially through your dots. It's a small one that works on the the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss, but the way I did it, you can't do it on there because we have to have it hang over. So you do half of it, and then you get it like this, and then you're going to flip it over, and you don't want to line it up exactly how you had it before, because then if you flip it, it should be okay to do it the same way. But if you just do it on this side, just so you can see, I'll show you. Got to get it open. On this side, if you put it on, they kind of line up, like the holes, the punched holes, they don't come out right. So we want to do it flipping it and doing it on this side. And you just put it down here on the line and just have your edge line up exactly with the ones that have already been done. So hey Linda, so this edge here goes right up to those dots. And then you know that when you're done, that they totally line up and you cannot tell that you ran it through twice. Nice, huh? Okay, so we are going to put that. Well, first we'll put this on here. And this is going to go flat onto this. I know I didn't I did not pop it up. Linda, you always forget everything. You got to stop doing that. Do what I do because I forget everything too. Make sure that you set your phone reminder because for some reason that's the only way I can remember. In fact, I have Alexa remind me. No, she's asking. Alexa, stop. Sorry, shouldn't have said her name. Okay. Then I have a strip here that I am going to stamp happy anniversary with. Let's see. And I do have that on here because I wanted it definitely to be straight because this is such a small stamp. So I'm going to put it in the middle of these. Use my, let's see if it looks good. Yep. Okay. And then I am going to have it be with the memento. I put it down for a second. Oh, here it is. And then I wanted to show you a cool thing. Look at how perfect that is. Okay, sorry. Looking for my cleaner. See, it gets a little messy and then I put things aside. Found it. Okay. And this one. Whoops, there's a couple. All right. So let's put this aside again. We will need it one more time. All right. So you're going to bring in your punch. Where did I put that? Oh, it's right here. Okay. So we are going to have it go. Let's see. I'm going to do it this way. You just fit it in like this. And you want it to be where, let's see if you can see that, where these little curly cues are going off on both edges. And then you're just going to do that. And then you have that on that side. Now you're going to flip it and do it again. So you can make so many different designs with this punch. This punch was on back order for the longest time, which is why I didn't use the stamp set very often because I kept waiting for the punch. Okay. I think I did it. Hopefully I did because I had to lay it down where I couldn't see it. Yeah. So that's kind of cool, huh? All right. So I am going to come in with my black memento and a dauber and just lightly. I mean, I am not going to do a lot. I'm just doing the edges and you'll see why in just a second. I just think it looks so pretty. My team member, Pat, taught me this. Isn't it cool how you can learn stuff from other people and it just impacts you? I'm sure she didn't think it would impact me that much, but I love this technique. So I'm just going slow because I don't want it to go really deep into the card. I just want it on the edges. So my anniversary is tomorrow. This is how my husband remembers. Yesterday was the Marine Corps birthday. Today is his birthday, and tomorrow's our anniversary. So that's why he's like, I can never forget because it's the, the day after my birthday. All right, so you're going to take your Wink of Stella and just go on the edges. And trust me, if you cannot see this, and I will show you the difference. So I'm going to do one side and then I'll see if I can show you, get close. All right. No, it really doesn't show. But try it. I swear that you will be just as wowed as I was. You're just doing the edge where the black was, and it is very, like, it stands out when you look at the card. It looks like a band of silver is around it. It's so pretty, and it's so easy and cheap. Okay, let's move all that. So we're going to put that on dimensionals. Nothing else, just dimensionals. Let me grab those. And 2 little ones. Thanks, Linda. You're not surprised, are you? They always look good. Not always. Now, let me rephrase that. Sometimes they don't come out good, and then you guys never see it. I only show you the good stuff. Believe me, there's times that I've thrown a card away when it did not come out the way I wanted it to. Okay, so this is going to, go on here, right in the middle. Trying to see if I can get it lined up. All right, and then we're going to bring in our Gilded Gems again. I think I'm going to have to open up that other pack because those were all big and I need smalls. This punch, if you go out on Pinterest and just put in the punch, you will get so many ideas. This was not my own idea. I'd like to take credit, but I cannot. A lot of people had it out there. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 of the smalls. And these are so beautiful. If you guys haven't gotten these yet, make sure you do. All right, then I'm going to use the medium ones to go inside the DSP here. Because what have I said? You can't have too much bling. It just looks so beautiful. Okay. Now we're going to put this on dimensionals and put it on the front of the card. Hey, Jenna. Oh my gosh, I love that you came. We are on the last card. Okay. And like I've said before, I said it at the beginning, but if you missed it, all the dimensions and all the supplies I used are going to be on my blog. That's teddybearstamping.com. So you can look that up, and there are pictures that you can click on that will take you straight to my store. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. Yes, Jenna, put a reminder on your phone. Okay, so now we're just going to do the inside, and I'm going to take off that one plate. Going to put this back on, right back where we had it the first time. Make sure. Yep. All right. Use Memento. We're almost done. Perfect timing, Miss Jenna. Oh, love that. Okay, so we're going to slide this down. Let me clean that because I'm going to flip it and I don't want the black on my hands. If you don't have a Stamparatus, you're going to want one. This is the best tool we have. All right, so I'm going to flip this. And I, of course, lined this up earlier. So we're going to bring this all the way up to the top now. And this is going to go right in here. It says, "True love stories last forever." So maybe tomorrow I'll give this to my husband. Won't that be nice? You know what? It's not quite in the middle, so I'm going to move it over just a tad. Okay. Not that he'll care, but I will. I do not want to put the bling on that because it's on the inside and it will mess up the front of the card when they get squished together. All right. So we are celebrating our 33rd anniversary. And every year we have to share it with Stampin' Up. Because every year there is an onstage or something that we're doing, and at least I'm home this year. Sometimes I'm not even home. Then we just celebrate it later. I put up with his soccer. He can put up with Stampin' Up. Since he is the reason I joined. Okay, so this one I gave a little bit bigger of a border, which is good. So then this way I won't be so unforgiving. Oh, much better. Okay, so this is going to go on the inside. I know, Gail, you were on time today. I am so impressed. Okay, so this is going to go on the inside. Whoop. This is what I find everywhere is dimensional tops everywhere. Whoop, come on. Here we go. So do you think my husband would like this? I love it, but my God, this is just stunning. Okay. All right. So let's get the 3 out so Jen can see, and Linda. I mean, so beautiful. I am really liking how they came out. Simple elegance. That is so true. Yay. All right. So we do have, let's see, how many people do we have here today? We have 3, don't we? Am I wrong? Pat, do we have 3? So you each get to pick one. Yay! So, since Gail got here first, she should be able to pick which one she wants. And I mean, you all can pick. I can't give away 3 of the same card, but I can give away 2 of the same card. So you just let me know if you guys want. Yay! We're doing 3. Linda, 2. So, Linda, you get to win too. Yay! So, you guys decide. I know all of you have my phone, so I'm not going to stay on. Thank you, Gail, for putting it on your phone. Jenna, you need to put it on. You're watching. That's the only way I can reminders on my phone. So, I'm not bossing or anything. That's just the only way I can remember. Okay. So I will be here next week. The only time I will not be here is Thanksgiving and the week of Christmas, just because my daughter will be home. And I'll do this, and you guys let me know which one you want, and I will get it out in the morning. Love you guys. Thank you so much for coming. Bye.